There was once a young African boy named Daniel who lived with his parents in a small community on the outskirts of a busy city. Their house was simple, and money was often scarce, but their home was filled with love. Every morning, Daniel would wake up early, help his mother with chores, and then prepare for school. He loved learning and dreamed of becoming a successful businessman who would one day change his family's life. His father was a hardworking man who believed in honesty and perseverance. Whenever Daniel spoke about his dreams, his father would smile and say, "Never allow your circumstances to decide your future. Greatness begins in the mind." Daniel held those words close to his heart. One evening, everything changed. His father was returning home from work when a tragic road accident took his life. The news shattered the family. Daniel watched as his mother cried herself to sleep night after night. The little savings they had quickly disappeared. Soon, paying school fees became impossible. Food became scarce, and survival became their biggest concern. As the months passed, Daniel's mother struggled to keep the family together. She worked long hours, doing whatever jobs she could find, but it was never enough. Then one day, a man arrived with what seemed like the answer to their problems. He was well-dressed and spoke confidently. He told Daniel would help you person. According to him, Daniel would work a small job, continue his education, and even send money home. The offer sounded like a miracle. Although she was worried, Daniel's mother believed she was giving her son a better future. Through tears, she hugged him tightly and prayed for his success. Daniel left home with hope in his heart. But the reality waiting for him was far different from the promises he had been given. When he arrived in the city, he was taken to a crowded market. There was no school. There were no opportunities. Instead, he was forced to work from morning until night carrying heavy goods, cleaning shops, running errands, and doing whatever he was told. He was shouted at constantly. He was barely given enough food. Sometimes he slept on cardboard boxes. Other times, he slept on the floor of a storage room. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Months became years. The city was full of life and opportunity, yet Daniel felt trapped. Every morning, he watched children wearing school uniforms walk past him on their way to class. As they laughed and talked about lessons, he wondered what his life would have been like if he had stayed in school. Despite everything, Daniel refused to give up on himself. Whenever he found old newspapers, he would read them. Whenever he discovered a discarded book, he would keep it. At night, after everyone had gone to sleep, he would teach himself using whatever materials he could find. He believed that knowledge was something nobody could take away from him. Many people would have given up. Many people would have allowed bitterness to consume them. But Daniel chose hope. One afternoon, while reading an old newspaper during a break, a teacher noticed him. She had come to the market to buy supplies and was surprised to see a young worker deeply focused on reading. She approached him and asked what he was doing. Daniel explained that he loved learning and wanted to return to school someday. The teacher was touched by his determination. Over the following weeks, she continued visiting him. Each time, she brought books. Each time, she encouraged him. Andichimishi Markin deserved a chance. Eventually, she contacted organizations that protected vulnerable children and young workers. An investigation began. The truth about Daniel's situation was uncovered. Before long, help arrived. For the first time in years, Daniel was told something he thought he would never hear. "You are free." At first, he could hardly believe it. The life he had known for so long was finally over. But freedom was only the beginning. Daniel was enrolled back into school. Although he was older than many of his classmates, he did not allow embarrassment to stop him. He studied harder than anyone else. He arrived early. He stayed lachi. He completed every assignment. He understood something many people take for granted. Education is a privilege. Every lesson represented a chance to build a better future. Years passed. Daniel graduated with excellent results. His hard work earned him scholarships and opportunities he had once thought impossible. He continued his education and developed valuable skills. People began to notice his determination, discipline, and character. Eventually, he secured a good job. For the first time in many years, he was able to send money home to his mother. The day he returned to visit her was one of the happiest moments of his life. His mother could barely hold back her tears as she saw the confident young man standing before her. The little boy who had left home searching for a future had finally found it. But Daniel was not satisfied with personal success. He remembered the pain of exploitation. He remembered the loneliness. He remembered the feeling of watching others go to school while he worked endlessly. Most importantly, he remembered that countless children were still facing the same challenges. So he decided to do something about it. Using his earnings, he began supporting disadvantaged children. At first, he paid school fees for a few students. Then he expanded his efforts. Soon, he established educational programs that helped children gain access to learning opportunities. As the years passed, those programs grew into something much bigger. Hundreds of children received support, then thousands. Many of them went on to become teachers, nurses, engineers, entrepreneurs, and community leaders. One day, during the opening ceremony of a new learning center, Daniel stood before a crowd of children and shared his story. He told them about the struggles. He told them about the hardships. He told them about the moments when life seemed unfair. But most importantly, he told them about hope. Looking into their eyes, he said, "Never let your present situation convince you that your future is already decided. Your circumstances may challenge you, but they do not define you. As long as you keep moving forward, your story can change." The crowd erupted in applause. Some children smiled. Others wiped tears from their eyes because they understood exactly what he meant. Daniel's journey proved that even the darkest chapters of life do not have to be the final chapter. The boy who once slept on cardboard boxes became a man who created opportunities for others. The child who was denied an education became someone who helped thousands receive one. The young boy who felt forgotten by the world became a symbol of hope. And his story continues to remind people everywhere that resilience, courage, and determination can overcome even the greatest obstacles. No matter where you are today, never stop believing in tomorrow. Your struggles are not the end of your story. They may simply be the beginning of your greatest victory.